Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. So I had something completely different for today. I was going to do some lace clusters, but I sort of want to give the lace a little bit of a break. So I desperately need tags. I've got a whole heap of manila folders here. So I have cut these out at 7 by 3.5. And yeah, I've just collaged on a card on the tag, cut some flowers, or I did these gorgeous little girls, pre-cut them all out, and we're just going to do a label, a little bit of a, it was off the lace, it was like a petticoat type thing, so I just want to have a little bit of texture behind there, but simple as, just simply playing around. So let's get started. I pre-cut a whole lot of manila folders. Let's just use this one as a guide. So I hope everyone's been having a fantastic weekend. We got up this morning real bright and early because we didn't really know what the weather was going to do. Actually, I might do a couple of those to save on some time. Yeah, we didn't know what the weather was going to do, so we got up reasonably early, took the dogs for a big 5k walk. My watch kept telling me to get my heart rate down because it was too high, and yeah, so we made it though. We went a different way to what we usually do. So now, I think since we've been back, we've been out to the supermarket, got a few things, and the dogs haven't moved. There's a lot of snoring going on in this house. Right, so there's the back. I'm not going to cover the back because it's a nice sort of yellowy colour. So first of all, what I'm going to do is move that. These here are all what I got when I bought paper from Temu. So I think we want to do some writing paper. It's just, you can use ledger paper, you can use old documents, anything you want. So I'm not going to be particularly fussy. I am just purely collaging. And to be fair, I think Gail, what she does is grab a whole lot of tags and just collages over them, turn them over, trim them up, and then works with whatever she has. But I just want to play and do a card at a time, or tag at a time, not a card. So yeah, what else have I done? I've been a bit naughty actually. I went on to TaylorMade Journals and bought about, well actually I'm not going to say how many kits I bought, but I bought quite a lot of kits of the, the photos and that. So what I've done, that's the other thing I've done. I've grabbed some leftover scraps in my scrap bin. I also went through my scrap bin and threw out a whole lot of paper. I do not, I desperately need to clean up, so that was the start of it. I've also supposed to be sitting down and doing the cover for my next journal, like slow stitch that. So I thought I'd jump on. I would do this video. I will do a flip through. Not a flip through. I will do a Etsy share and for Monday because something has turned up. I will also do, let me have a look, see if I can find something to go up there. I will also do a what am I trying to find the words for? Happy mail. Lovely Pauline sent me some happy mail for my birthday, so I'm keen to show that. Yeah, so it was a good thing we got up early because it has rained here today. It's warm, very warm. Let's use the rest of that scrap up. My poor printer's going to be working overtime, I think. I've got a lot to print out. I've also printed another kit out that I'm going to be working with, but we will leave that until I finish with the current journal, I think. So yeah, it's been busy. I've just done some baking for Mike's work. Right, what else have we got here that I want to use? I want to do another bit of writing, I think. Although that's quite nice. We could actually do real grunge, couldn't we? Yeah, why not? Let's just go across there. Tomorrow I have the doctor's a checkup, so I've taken half a day annual leave and I will go to that. So I don't actually start till work till about 10:30, so yeah, I'll get that sorted, get my medication, and happy days. I need to get rid of that glue paper, so that's making a bit of mess. So very neutral tags I want to make. I don't want to get too carried away. So that's really neutral and pretty. I'll just quickly go around the edge. And I think what I'll do is do another couple and then we'll decorate. For those people that leave such lovely comments, I jump on and have a look at the comments like once a week, sometimes twice a week, but once a week. So if you think I haven't seen your comment or are waiting for me to reply, I will reply. I just don't want to live on my computer when I'm home. That's cool. I like that. Let's put that on there. I will reply. It just might not be straight away. I've noticed there's a lot more people replying. I was actually looking at the stats on my channel, and interesting enough, I still have a higher quantity of people that aren't subscribed compared to the people that are subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It would be really cool to actually have it swing around the other way instead of you know, having the majority of my watchers are subscribers. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else in New Zealand is having the same issue, but man, we've got some flies around. It's shocking. Okay, so that's going to have to go there. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but we put our aircon on cold and it seems to like put them to sleep almost, and then we go around and spray. So that's pretty good. I got to, now, did I film after? I think I did. I spent a lot of time with my daughter yesterday, my youngest, the one that's a nurse, which is really cool. I then went out for dinner with a lovely lady I used to work with. So it was really cool seeing her. So yeah, she could do that. Quite like that way. Let's do that. I've actually really enjoyed being in my craft room. I don't know about everyone else, but sometimes I feel not like it's a chore, but I have to come in because I've got projects I need to get done. But I'm actually really enjoying coming in here, especially using all my lace. I did see some lace on Marketplace, and I was going to buy it, and then I thought, no, I don't need to. I've got plenty of lace. So I was really good. I was so happy with myself. So proud of myself for not buying it. Oh, that just squeezes in there. What I do need to do too is print out a whole lot of just pages I can use for this sort of thing. It's funny how your taste sort of changes. I have gone more sort of not shabbier, well, I guess you can call it that, but my style has definitely changed. Yeah, although I enjoy doing all types of styles. Yeah, and there's another one ready to be decorated. So how fast is that? Another one, all very neutral. Got my oldest daughter coming around for tea tonight, so we're just going to have something quick and easy. I'm going to put that down there. Something very quick and easy. I want to get a few of these tags made. So yeah, the last thing I want to do is be in the kitchen cooking tea. I should have been a bit more organised, to be fair, but I wasn't. At least I was organised for this video. I knew what I was going to do. Do we want like a strip there or something a bit more neutral? Don't really want... Need something a bit more, yeah, that's nice. Let's just take that. I think this paper here is from Charm Studio, from memory. I quite like that. I'm just going to stick that there. And there's another piece there, although I don't know about that piece. We do not know. What's that bit there? Quite like that. Yeah, so no more holidays for us until Easter now, Easter weekend. So it's a bit of a stretch. I think it's about 4 weeks away. So the first part of the year, you seem to have quite a bit of holidays. And then you have nothing. So you have Easter weekend, Anzac. So in between, there's only 3 days that you have to work. We're looking at maybe possibly giving the guys the opportunity at work to, just going to get rid of that white hedge, to have the 3 days off in between. So essentially they get, I think it's 10 or 11 days holiday, and they only have to take 3 days holiday, which is pretty cool. I don't know whether I will do that myself yet. Whoops. We shall see. But yeah, we've got that. Then King's birthday, which Mike's mum is going to come and stay with us. The weekend before that, my mum's going to come and stay with us. So I'm constantly entertaining, which cuts into this time, my crafting time, unfortunately. How about that? No. Or do we just have that again? Maybe. Let's do, I don't know where this paper came from. Wish I knew. Just want to cut down and get rid of that white edge. Yeah. And last piece. I'll go till about, I'll see what the time is when I put this on. And just cut that, and just like that. So we've got three that are ready in 17 minutes. Great. Simple and easy. Actually, I'm quite pleased because normally I do struggle with tags. And I'm actually enjoying myself, which is good. Let's do one more and then we will call it quits and start. Have I had this piece? No, I don't think so. Could have it going across there. Maybe. I can hear a fly in here, which is annoying considering I sprayed. Let's use that. Sprayed before I started filming. Like I said, we've got lots of little flies everywhere. Alright, get rid of that. Oops, goobers. Let's put that up there. Push it over. Very good. Just making sure I'm in frame. Hate to be doing all of this and not being in frame. Wait till you see the gorgeous images that I've printed out. Not printed out, I've cut out. Right. Give me, there's some music paper. I'll cut like that too. Yeah. About, yeah. Yeah, so the old body's a little bit sore because I hadn't been for a walk for a while. So I think I'm paying the price now because every time I sit down I'm a little bit stiff when I get up. But that's okay. That's a good thing, I think. Now I'm going to do, look at that, that just fits. And I'm going to go maybe here. This is such fun. Won't use that. Right, let's go for something across there. What jumps out? I keep looking at this, but I don't want to introduce white. Could actually just put a bit down there. Let's just do that, cut it. I'm going to have to go through all my folders on my computer and just cut that along there. Otherwise I'm going to end up putting these upside down. Yeah, I need to go through all my files and find some things, because now I've had a clean out of all my paper, decided to have a good clean out. I actually don't have a lot to play with. So yeah, it'll be good to print some out. And last one, and then we're going to decorate. So for decoration, if you are doing this along with me, all you need is a focal point, a little bit of material or lace, doesn't have to be lace, and a label. And that's it. That's pretty much all you need. And with inking, I'm just going around the edge. Don't have to. I don't think I will with the labels. So there we have those. I'll push those up there. Cool. So I'm going to, am I in? Yes, I am. Let's do these all together. So I have, first of all, let's get all these where we can see them. Need the lace up there. Well, it's not really lace, but it's gorgeous. So we could have that. This one here I absolutely adore. Could have her there, actually down here. We've got her. We could actually have her. So, or does she fit? Or she does have a label across. I'd like both of those, but I can do those off camera and do a few more, I think. So let's put them aside so we don't see them. So we'll do 2 fairy girls, and we'll do two flowers, and these are from Maremi Small Art. I think that's going to go on a journal card because I don't want to cut it. Fairies are also, I'll grab the box in a minute so you can see. Just trialing them. I think we'll do those two. So I will just grab the box, so if anyone wants to see what I've used. So Maremi's Small Art, really, really cool. I was going to cut out, I've got the mushroom and the butterfly, but yeah, not going to worry. I didn't cut any of those out this time round. Right, do we need to just go around the edges a little bit? Maybe there's a few little white bits. I'm not going to be too fussy. So yep, let's move this along just a tad. I'm going to do all the gluing first. Glue her down very carefully with my glue stick without tearing her. And we'll sit her about there. Gorgeous. Isn't she pretty? There's one. Let's do her. Just be careful I don't put her on a glue page that's sticky. I think the fairies will be relatively easy to put glue on the back of them, but I'm not quite sure on these flowers. So let's put her smack bang in the middle. But I'm not going to glue her down just yet. So I've got all these from Junk Journal Steph, and I just want to put something behind her. It's a little bit too big. Let's have a look. What about something like that? So she's standing on it maybe. Yep. And let's get a little bit of, let's chop a little bit of this. Let's just go. Oh, I can hear that fly. It's like my bugbear. I really do not like flies. Right, let's... I was going to stick them all down first, but I need to get this down. I'll chop this off later, this netting. I'm not too worried if it's not... Yeah, so you're hardly going to see it really. Come on, lovely. Come up just a little bit. Let's just put it down a bit so we can see the bottom of it, and then we'll glue that so that she's standing on it. Bit fiddly, but she's all good. So we want her basically standing on that. There. And then we're going to chop. There we are. So that's her. Let's get these ones down. This here will go like that because I've got a straight edge there. This is going to be a bit more difficult, I imagine. I think I'm going to go for this one first. Just because, yeah, see, I've just torn it. It's the problem when you fussy cut and cut everything out. It doesn't leave much. All right, let's just put this one here. And then that goes like that. See, we can fix it. Easy. one there. This one I'm not looking forward to. Right, I think with this one, let's just put some glue in the middle, and I think I'm going to art glitter it. I think it's the safest way. Especially these tiny little bits that I've cut around. Right. Ooh, scary. That's really scary. Almost holding my breath. And I'm betting everyone else is too. Let's just... I think I'm just going to have to wing it and chop it off. Oh, it's almost holding my breath. I bet you all were too. Right, let's just trim that off. Well, not quite perfect, but it will do. Right, I'm just going to get rid of the glue stick, I think. Move all of that over there. So we have this one finished. So I'm going to pop that up there. Oh no, it's not quite. Let's do let's do cool. Now it's finished. Right, lovely. What would you like? Let's have a look through. Actually, let's just pull a whole lot out. It might be a bit easier. Too big, too big, too big. Not enough writing. Too big. That's a nice one. Don't mind that. Nope. I can see the what is it? Supermarket van delivering some food to our neighbours up the back. Along the side where I look out, I look at my lovely neighbours' garden, but I've got a fence and there's actually a right-of-way, so I can actually see people going up the back. Don't like that. It's got to be something somewhere. Do we need a smaller label maybe? Needs to be a bit longer, I think. Don't mind that. I might like that better, I think. It's just... Pity that's not rose pink. That would have been quite cool. So I think that what I've got is what I'm going to get. The only other thing that, quite like that, The only other thing I'm going to check is Roxy Creation. Let's have a look and see if there's anything in there. No. Anything in here? Don't really want any. I want a plain label. I don't. Actually, that is quite nice. I don't mind that. Is there anything for the other one? Anything over here? Don't mind that one actually. Don't know. I definitely don't want those. So do we just go with that? I think so. Or, yep, I think that's what we'll do. That took way too much time. Just going to get rid of the white edges on these. Oh, I don't know actually. I think I like that. Let's not go with that. And I like that. And I'll cut that off there. I think that's what we'll do. Right, now let's see. I'm going to cut off this piece, which is got a bit more of a yellowy tinge to it. It's a bit bigger than that one, although no, I think with the fairy I'll go this colour. So just something like that, so you can just see it peeking over. Let's just glue that down. There, and there's just shows like a little bit. I don't want this to be perfect. If it was perfect, I'd never be able to get it perfect. That's the problem, and then it would do my head in. Let's just trim that away. Cool. And I'm using up these scrappy little bits too, which is always good. This one we will use the one that's the netting that's a bit bigger. I'm just going to chop it over there. Chuck some glue down, not going to be particularly fussy. Throw that on there. Don't care if it all scrunches up. and then put that down. Perfect. And then we'll trim that up. And then one more. So yeah, quick, easy project. And let's use up the rest of this. Doesn't matter if it goes over the leaves. And then we're gonna put this on. Oh, sounds like the dogs are getting their dinner. Put this away. Easy. Oh, yep, I can hear them. They're getting their dinner. They deserve it after that big walk. Cool. So I think we will use this one. Eyeball the center, and I'll do it for this one too. About there. I haven't used these, I think I've used them once since I've had them. And then we'll eyeball the center there. And that is it. So we've made my prototype and 2 more. So I hope you've enjoyed that. These images are absolutely stunning. They're so cool. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic week. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye for now.